started the war on the side of the English and the French, some on the side of the Germans and the Turks, Tweedledum and Tweedledee are queuing up to join the Communist International.
Lenin saw the danger of the Communist International being filled with parliamentary seat boards, like the likes of the English Labour Party.
The International is becoming fashionable. Oh, you're a member of the Communist International. I must join up. You say it's the place to be. So, this means in certain circumstances, the International may be faced with the danger of dilution by the influx of wavering and irresolute groups that have not broken with their Labour Party backgrounds. All of them declaring that socialism is wanting to leave the last scone on the plate. It's understandable why there are a lot of good working men and women and delegates who say it's better to have no party than to have such a party at all.
On the other hand, Lenin saw the danger of the left becoming a revolutionary sect and saying to hell with parliaments. He made every effort to convince everyone of the necessity for strategic participation in electoral policy.
Well, there are some currents that reject all participation in bourgeois parliaments, who reject any and all involvement with political parties, who look instead to the mass organisation of workers in trade unions as the sole instrument to achieve the overthrow of capitalism. This is naive, it's childish, blind to the possibilities of representation in Parliament. At the same time, the possibility of winning Parliament over the revolutionary socialism is nonsense. It's never going to happen. If there are still parliaments in 100 years from now, they'll always still be the same. The object is to destroy Parliament, to replace Parliament with real democracy based on the workers' councils. A government in a bourgeois parliament is a tool of capitalists, a tool of the civil service, a tool of the army.
Comrades! The International has drawn up conditions of entry. Just as it's not easy for a camel to pass through the eye of a needle, so it will not be easy for the pusillanimous Labour parties with a big hump of pusillanimity to slip through the conditions of entry. The conditions of entry are put forward to make it clear to all organised workers what the International General Staff of the Proletariat Revolution demands of them. Number one, a true communist must not trust bourgeois legality. Where communists are unable to do all their work legally, it's absolutely essential to combine legal and illegal work. Number two, a communist has no loyalty other than to his class. Patriotism is the last refuge of a scoundrel. If you see a bigwig beaming at you and waving your country's flag in one hand, you can bet your boots he's got the other hand in your pocket looking for your wallet. Number three, a communist does not trust international courts of arbitration, arms control agreements, and leagues of nations. Legalities will not prevent imperialist invasions and wars. Number four, a Communist Party will carry out systematic and persistent activity inside the trade unions, no matter how right-wing those union leaders may seem to be.
This is ABC.
One more to go, comrade.
This is Jack and Jill. Not only should communists be in right-wing unions fighting for communist ideals, they have to dig themselves in. Obviously, the leaders will try to remove them. Communists must dig themselves in. If need be, they should resort to manoeuvres and subterfuges and even illegal methods to penetrate these unions and stay in them and carry out communist work and win over the rank and file.
Comrade, I have the floor.
I am sorry.
Right. Number five. What will the Communist Party not do? The Communist Party will not have as its sole endeavour the recruiting of the greatest possible numbers of members. It will not, during election campaigns, have candidates who only joined the party yesterday. It will not have as parliamentary representation consisting of 45 academics and 45 lawyers.
The party is the brains of the working class. The party weighs things up. If we have to make a retreat, we make a retreat. That's the function of the party. Here in Russia, we pulled out of the war. We had to give away territory. We had to give away wealth, industry. What was demanded of us when we asked for peace was more than what was demanded of Germany when it surrendered to the Western powers 10 months later. But we didn't want to lose any more workers' lives. We weighed things up as a party.